What's up, graphic designers? Today, we're going to learn how to use brushes. Brushes are amazing. So here's one example I used from Tong's desaturation action photo. You can see it kind of has like this dispersion effect going on over here, right? So you'll notice that there's these really cool brushes. I'm going to show you how to identify brushes and download them. And we're going to be including them in today's Sports Day photo album. So here's the Sports Day album. The first thing that you're going to want to do is go to the web album. There's actually 1,700 images, and you're going to find a compelling action shot ideally. So I like this one right here. You're going to click the three vertical dots. You're going to select download. Amazing. And so then what are we going to do? I'm going to share with you a few different things. And actually, we've got this image as well. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to create a selection around the individuals that you're going to be highlighting. Maybe it's one person, maybe it's five. You guys be the artist. I'm going to go in here and erase that a little bit. All right. And so then what we're going to do is you're going to install the brush. You're going to use the eyedropper tool, and you're going to create an effect that looks a little bit like that, or maybe a little bit like this. And you can see that I use this cool splatter brush, and then I applied the multiply blending mode. So you can sort of experiment with blending modes and see what kind of effects that it takes on. You can situate them differently. That looks freaking awesome. All right, so how exactly do these brushes work? So I'm going to actually just create a new palette, and I'm going to go to Window, and then we're going to go to, I noticed that when I sort of zoom in, I can see we've got number of options. I'm going to click on brushes, of course, and then when we click on brushes, I can see that we've got lots of options to choose from, and we've got this drop down menu with all these different brushes. You're not going to have as many folders as I do. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open up this folder right here, and I'm going to select this one. So a lot of today is merely experimentation. So I'm going to click once. Actually, let's go back here. I'm going to press Command-Shift-N, and I'm going to click once. And that looks kind of cool. And I'll select another random color, and I'm going to click a new brush. And I like this. And so you'll notice that when I click from folder to folder, we've got fire brushes. And I'm going to click right here. That's not amazing. What else do we have? Let's try a dispersion brush. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to select this, and we've got a cool sort of dispersion effect. How do we get these brushes? That's a great question. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to find ABR files in today's Google Classroom assignment folder. But what I know is that I've got lots of ABR files on my Google Drive, and I'm going to share them with you. In fact, I'm going to try this one. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. It's called Addy Splat. So I'm simply going to right click, and we're going to download. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to the downloads folder. So I'm in the lower left hand corner. I'm simply going to click right here. It opens it, and then automatically it's installed into Photoshop. So check this out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to, we're in this brushes window, and what I know is we've got lots of options, but when I click on the bottom, or I look to the bottom, I can see we've got Addy Splat, and I'm going to open this up. And so now we've got all of these brushes. I don't know what these look like, so we're going to simply experiment. And we'll pick a new color, and I'm going to click that. That's kind of cool. Let's try that. That's not bad. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get that image that we downloaded a moment ago featuring Arlo. And I can see that it is, all right, where is it? Here's Arlo. So here's what you're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. Just like before, we're going to press Command-J. You're going to use a selection method to make a quick selection, pretend I'm doing an amazing job, pretend this is spectacular. Command-C, Command-V. I'm going to press Command-M to lighten the lights just a tad. And probably should have done this before, but that's okay. Now I'm going to create a new layer between this cutout and the backdrop. I'm going to press B. I'm going to use the eyedropper tool. I'm going to select red. I'm going to press B. And now we've got lots of brushes to choose from and experiment with. And I'm going to increase the size big time. And I'm going to go like this. And I'll choose another one. And again, I'm going to increase the size. And let's clear up some space. I'm going to go like this. And then V, hold shift, plus, plus, plus. And we can sort of create cool effects. We're going to write Sports Day 2019 or simply Sports Day. We're going to include the lab logo. You're going to experiment. You're going to get some cool effects, some cool brushes. Can't wait to see what you guys produce.